What up? Welcome to No Bad Vibes TV, and it's me. There's a lot of kids in the background outside playing, so I hope that doesn't really mess up the vibes and stuff like that. I want to do a Q&A answering questions about myself. For those that have never been to my page, I'm Chris the Enlightened, aka the Muffin Man, aka oh my god, there's so many AKAs. I'm just a near-death experiencer. Had a near-death experience by way of suicide years ago. Died, met my angels, came back, was able to tell the story. And I actually wrote a book too, explaining what happened as well in my near-death experience. Do videos about it. So if this is your first time, welcome. If it's your second or third time, welcome back. Then if you've been here for like the past couple years now, then shoot, thank you, love you. So I usually do videos talking about angels and all this like spiritual stuff and life, but I never really talk about me. Me's. I want to answer these questions. So I want to put this into a two-part series. So this is part one. And this is No Bad Vibes land. I just want to get that out there. No Bad Vibes. Okay. I should have said, what up, welcome to No Bad Vibes TV. That would have been great, but I didn't think of it. I just press play and talk. You know what I mean? So let's get to these questions. My occupation is, well, actually, I have a few. I am a motivational speaker. I'm an author. I am a near-death experiencer who public speaks about what has happened to him. And I also motivational speak to people who are suicidal and depressed and all that good stuff right there. Also, I mean, that's just stuff my like other jobs. But my main job is I am a special ed instructional aide, and I work for the school district. I've been with the district for a few years now, and I started off as a crossing guard, but I now am a special ed instructional assistant. It opened me up, especially like not to judge, because like special ed, if you judge special ed, you're like a horrible person, man. But yeah, I working with them is amazing because I learned stuff from them, and I mean, of course, I'm the instructor. They learn basic like stuff from me, but as far as like spiritual stuff, like telepathy and communication, they're so good at that, and. I start like I said before. I started off as a crossing guard, but when I was doing that, I'm like, this is all after my NDE. I started off as a crossing guard. Before was with the district and before my NDE, I did a lot of stuff. I did hard labor stuff. I was unemployed for a long time. Then I started, doing respite work, which that means like I was working with the elder, not elder, but like the older, like teenagers and adults with not special needs, yeah, but special needs. I was what they call a respite worker. And then after that, but like as far as my NDE, after my NDE, I changed fields completely. I started, I joined the school district. All I knew is I wanted to be around kids because I love kids like so much. And that's how I knew I'm like, the school district's for me. But when I was doing the crossing guard thing, I'm like, you know what? Like, this thing isn't really working for me. It's not really working for me. I want to get inside of the school. I don't want to be out here when it rains and I'm outside and it's crazy crossing the kids. And for some reason, I just always would really love seeing the special needs kids come. I'd be like, hey, there's a special ed bus. Like, so then I applied for my job as a paraeducator, which is the same thing as a special ed instructional assistant, just way hard. It's a little bit more work, but whatever. Started off as that, an instructional aide, paratranslator, which is I do sign language too, so I know a little bit of sign language. CRIS. I just spelled my name. So congratulations, Chris. Yeah, man. So I started doing that, but right now, because I have all these titles, so I just go like from paratranslator to paraeducator to special instructional assistant. Either way, I'm still in the school. Like, it's like my career. I could retire off this and be fine. So this is my career job, and a lot of people don't really have career jobs, so I'm just so grateful for that. And I learned so much from the other aides in the classes. Like all these schools I got to go to, I got to make so many good friends, and then learn stuff from other aides and teachers and other staff. And you just like I combine certain things I learned from them and I incorporate it to my own style. So at all these schools I went to, I took styles I learned from them, put it to my style, and there you got Mr. Chris. And like I am amazing teacher. Like, I'll be honest with you, I love what I do. Like, a lot of people are like, oh man, I gotta go to work. Me, I'm like, man, I don't mind. I like my job. I love my job. Career. So like, to have a career that you love, that's the thing right there. So I'm grateful for that. I'm nervous. Like, I'll be honest with you. I'm like, oh my god, okay, here it is. Like, whew, okay, I'm nervous. I need extra time before so I can like meditate and get into my zone. Cause I don't know. I've done so much radio. I've done so much podcasts. I've done so many public speaking events in front of so many people, and I can't honestly tell you. There's probably not really like one time where I haven't done it, a talk or something, nervous. But they can't tell I'm nervous, but I mean, that's a good thing. I guess I look comfortable doing what I'm doing, but I'm like super, like fucking nervous. It's crazy. So yeah, man, I'm just nervous. But eventually, I just calm down, keep calm. The reason is I'm so nervous before a talk is because you don't want to mess up. That everybody's looking at you, like all eyes on you, like for real. But you get used to it. You get better at it. Reading is an interest. I like reading. I like books about, I guess you could say, like drama type books. Just like stuff that makes me wonder what the fuck is gonna happen next. Something that keeps my interest the whole time. Something that, because when I read, I envision the events actually happening. So while I'm reading, I forget that I'm reading. Like, this is like it's like watching a soap opera. So even I'll be like eating dinner or something. I'll be like, damn, I can't wait to get back to this book. Like, I want to find out what happened in this chapter. You know. So yeah, reading's one. Let me see. Oh, here's one thing that a lot of people don't know about me. I know a lot about boxing. Like, ever since I was a kid, I used to always like try to emulate what they did on TV. I didn't know jack about it, so I looked stupid like copying the moves. I was even like made fun of a little bit for that.
Second, I want to go to the other side of the ring. Do it on this side. I was gonna.
And I was always trying to fight too as a kid, so it was more like I just always thought I was tougher than like super tough when I was a kid. My dream, and I never told people this, but my dream has been to be a world champion when I was a kid. I was like, when I get older, I want to be a world champion. When I would sit and watch boxing, I would be like, man, it's so interesting. I remember even one year for Christmas, this is maybe like fourth grade, my Uncle Rabbit, man, got me some boxing gloves. And I wanted pads. I wanted all that stuff. I only got the gloves, but I wanted lessons as a kid, but I was never like able to take those lessons as a kid. But that's one thing I always wanted. Like, even to this day, I love boxing. When I got older, I did take lessons. I had a professional coach teach me professional shit. So I mean, and besides like what I was taught to do the stuff correctly, and then mentally, my IQ is like super smart. I'm gonna be honest. Like, that's, I'm actually very interested. Like, even now, like, I know all the belts and what the belts mean, and like who has them and at what weight class, and even stuff like that. So yeah, pretty much I even know like who I would have in my corner if I was like one of those big time like champions who's been like boxing since they were 6 or 7. I know who I would want in my corner already. I'm not gonna say this one. I might say it on next video. We'll see. I have a little interest in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I learned that I picked it up from friends that I do, and actually, I would like spar with them because they knew a lot of shit about it, and I was like, what? Like, teach me a new trick. Like, teach me a new move. Teach me a new move. I was like, can I go to the dojo with you? I'm gonna go dojo with you. And I went home, man, and I watched a lot of videos, and it just so happens that this other place I was taking boxing at, I we started doing a little Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and I learned a few things that I didn't tell them. So I wanted to play like the dummy, like
you are really dumb, for real.
like I didn't know nothing about it. But once we get on the mat and roll, what they call rolling, that's sparring. Like once we get on the mat and spar, I'm gonna show you exactly how fast my reflexes are. And I mean, yeah, there's a few times I didn't get like credit for it, but I knew what was up. Like literally had intense sparring, and because they can't, this experienced belt can't pull shit on me, all because of what I knew mentally. So, and I was just trying it out mentally. I know a good amount about Brazilian jiu-jitsu, but I mean, man, I can learn more. I know way, way, way more about boxing. If I could choose a favorite, probably, okay. What I would use if I just feel like being like, yeah, I would do jiu-jitsu. If I feel like just having a good time or like just really having a fight, you might do boxing, but then you might start boxing, then you do some jiu-jitsu. Who knows? So pizza, chicken, a bunch of junk. I mean, like pretty much, I eat the same things like over and over, like pizza or like pork chops or like chicken. It has to be like exact, or like if you're like diced barbecue and mixed with this and that and all these vegetables. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I just know regular meat like beef, chicken. Like, okay, just just tell me what's in it and I'll probably buy it or I'll probably eat it or whatever. Fruit. I like fruits more than vegetables. I'll be real. If I have to pick a vegetable, I'll pick broccoli. Love broccoli. Always have. Fruits. Favorite is grapes, peaches. Love those. Favorite vegetable. I already said that. Favorite soda. Pepsi. As weird as it sounds, I know like Coke is the real thing. Like the Coca-Cola, the yayo. You know what I mean? But Coca-Cola, and it's like, most people like Coca-Cola. I like Pepsi. I think it's because it's more sweet, and I like sweet stuff. I like flavor. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of part 1. I'm over like 600 subscribers now, which is not a lot for a lot of other YouTubers, I'll be real. But for me, when I even had 11, I was like, yo, I got 11 subscribers. So, I'm coming up, man. So yeah, 600 something now, but my goal, once I get over 1,000, I want to have a book giveaway, another book giveaway. So I mean, if you look at this video, you like it, you seen anything on my channel, subscribe. I've been trying to really get my channel more better and more interesting, like quality wise, like lighting and quality. I'm a perfectionist, and like, even I want to sit in an angle where you can see like the No Bad Vibes shirt like the whole time, but it didn't work like that. I'm just a perfectionist is all. I want to do everything good. I don't really promote my channel as I should because I don't know, I feel like I can get better at like my quality. I'm grateful. But I'm thankful for for the people I have. That's why I never really do promote my channel. I'm like, the people that like me, they're going to stick around no matter what, man. So, with that being said, that's part 1. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Stay weird. Stay different. And that's it. And keep loving your heart. It's No Bad Vibes. It's all love. No Bad Vibes. We're out.